I've got a 1978 Lincoln Continental town car. I'm going to replace the water pump, timing chain, and all that fun stuff. So how are we going to do that? Well, I'm going to show you how to do that. By the end of this video, hopefully you'll be able to do the same on a Ford 400 cubic inch motor. First we got to drain this radiator here. Now if you look right down there, you see that? That's the drain. We're going to open that and drain the radiator. It gets a little messy, so definitely have a large size container because a lot of these things aren't really designed to have a nice little area it goes. It'll sometimes, like you can see, hit the frame or body or something along the lines and make it go everywhere. Good container. Alright, you also want to make sure that you have your battery disconnected while you're doing this. Because you're gonna have to take off the alternator and all that fun stuff. So we'll just disconnect the battery, make sure we don't get blasted. We're gonna remove the fan shroud. These are 7/16 bolts. See what we got down there. Got some at the bottom, just clips on the bottom. So we'll put this off a little bit so that we can get to our fan here. Got to remove these guys. Hopefully they don't give me too much of a fight. Let's see if we can get these guys out. I'll have to give this fan a little bit of a wiggle. Give the fan a little wiggle. I don't want it to come crashing into the radiator. Come on now. Oh, it's coming. There we go. Let's see if we can pull this all out at once here. Well, look at the fan. Gotta get that spacer off of there. Come on. Well, that works too. All right, pull that out of there. Shroud out. Okay, so we're going to loosen up the alternator here so that we can get that belt off, and we're going to have to loosen up a lot of different stuff because it looks like just about everything is of course attached to the water pump. Surprise, surprise. So we'll just loosen this up. That loose. That loose. I had to put a new bolt on there because. Alright, let's take this belt off. Oh yeah. That needs a new belt. Yep. That belt's shot. I have to remove basically everything on the front here. Because it's all attached to the water pump. Lucky me. Let's take off the compressor. So maybe we have a better. Oh, great. Good job. Let's loosen this up here. Got a bolt back here as well. Yeah, there we go. That goes for that tensioner. That's up front there. Now we can take this belt off. Okay, now let's finish removing the compressor here. Because I'm going to have to take, the reason I'm removing the compressor from its plate here is so that I don't have to, I don't know if it's going to, yeah, it will. So I don't have to have a huge plate sitting off to the side here getting in my way with the compressor attached to it. I can just scoot the compressor back and call it good. And it looks like I'm going to have to remove pulley. I have to loosen this up so I can get that belt off. I'll loosen up the power steering so I can get that belt off as well. There we go. I'm sure this belt's shot as well. There we go. That pulley come off. Set that there. Get this belt off. That belt's pretty shot too. So I'm going to take this bracket off. We've got a bunch of different bolts here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get this bracket off. Oh, and there it goes. Alright, so there goes that bracket. Now it looks like we got to remove this guy from the power steering bracket. It's also a 9/16. Yay! Come out of my hand. Alright. And that can be moved out of the way. Or should we just pull it off of there? Let's just pull it off of there. That way we know it's not in the way. Alright. And now, yep, I'll be little 3/8 on the alternator. Come on. Come on out. That's kicking out a bunch of rust out of there, boy, I tell you. didn't want to have to. Maybe I can. Nope, I am going to have to remove it. The whole alternator's going to come off there. Happy days. Oh. Well, I guess the alternator come off, huh? I'm going to replace this hose. Come on, meow. You'd think I would have loosened that. Oh yeah, that hose is about done, son. That's the hook tool I'm going to have to use. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm not too worried about destroying this hose because I'm definitely going to be getting a new one. Oh, my tennis elbow won't let me do that. All right. Yeah. I'd say that hose is done. And into the coolant it goes. There wasn't so much sun blasting through that. That'd be nice, huh? Let's get this hose off of there. Wow, that the sucker's really on there too. Can I pull this one off easier? I'm gonna need another catch. Alright. Didn't make a huge mess. Man. Pour that in there. Always remember too, don't be that guy that dumps this stuff down like a sink or a drain or just in the yard or something. Properly put it in a container and then take it to your like hazmat, as I'm spilling it everywhere. Take it to your hazmat. Dispose of it properly. Don't be the guy that screws up the environment just because you're lazy. All you have to do is probably Google in your area hazardous materials, dump, and most of the time they take it for free, so there's no excuse. Oh, loosened up here. Dump all that in the pan. All right. That should be it, right? That is it. Water pump comes out. All right, now we're going to take this pulley system off, hopefully. Man, that thing was full of, I mean, you should have seen how much I knocked out just a second ago. That's ridiculous. Let's see if Old Faithful can pull that off of there, shall we? Oh, I'm so glad that came off like that. I have no idea how worried I was that sucker wasn't going to come out. Do not lose that. Okay, now what you want to do is get one of these. It's like a steering wheel puller or just a overall puller. You can get them just about any parts store. Usually you can just rent them for you usually just put a deposit on it, and then they'll let you take it, and then when you come back they usually give you your deposit back. But what you want to try and do is, when you get that kit, this is the bolt that came out, so you want to find a bolt that matches the same threads. Gotta have your little part you gotta put in there. Screw that bad boy in there. And where's the other one? Screw that bad boy in there. Now I'm hoping that this guy just comes right off. Now, I'm not saying he's going to, because that's just not how my luck works. But we're hoping, you know? We're hoping for that. Can always hope, right? Always hope. And of course you want these two bolts to be even, or else you'll be pulling it all out all cockeyed. Don't really want that. Well, since that one's not wanting to go in anymore, we'll just take this one out to match him. This is about 2 threads out. 2 threads out. Make sure that's centered. Okay, we're there. Bravo. What just fell in there? Okay. That's off there. Okay, when you get this guy out, you want to inspect the rubber thing that's in there. I mean, we got a part that's not that great right there. And I mean, we got another little spot there, and right there. Oh man. Well, I don't know if I'm gonna replace that or not. I'll clean it up and see how it really looks without all that dirt on there. But you want to inspect it. Inspect your rubber that's in your harmonic balancer there. Alright, now let's see about removing this timing chain cover, shall we? Oh, what do we got? On there. On there. On there. I probably wouldn't suggest trying what I'm about to try because I can't find any of my scrapers.
So I'm going to try and use a flathead screwdriver. Oh, maybe it will work. Just have to be careful because I don't want to dent up my well, maybe a screwdriver will work. Normally I'd like to use a scraper, but you don't always get what you want, do you? Oop. Timing chain cover off. Oh yeah. Got some good slop in that, don't we? Check this out. That's both sides. I mean, that thing is... Yeah, I had a feeling I needed to remove it, and I was correct. Thought something was not running properly. Well, there you have it. I'm going to take the oil or the fuel pump off and get this lined up, and we'll go over all that.